Hi guys, my name is Jay from Smythe Studio. I'm a graphic designer from Gympie in Australia and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick design with me logo edition. So if you're into graphic design, marketing, social media, all that good stuff, then make sure to stick around. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, I would love to get to my first 100 subscribers. So please, if you love this, give it a like, give a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So today we're going to be designing a logo. So I'm going to go through the process of how I do that. The very short edition, obviously, when you're designing for a client and you've got proper branding, it is a long process. It can take up to weeks. But today we're just going to be doing the compressed short version of that. We're not going to take 2 weeks on this video. This is going to be done in the next hopefully half an hour. But I just think this is going to be a fun coffee shop logo for a small business. When you kind of do research and you kind of look at coffee logos, like if you even go to like Google Images and just type in coffee logos, no offense to coffee shops, are kind of boring though. Like it's usually you're playing off your tones of your browns and your grays and your blacks and your whites. And usually that's because coffee is brown. I thought, why not do something, a bit imaginative, a bit fun. And then literally I was typed in coffee shop logo and I saw this logo here, Cosmic Coffee. I thought that's cool. It's very boring. The logo itself is boring, but the name is cool. So I thought we would do something called Cosmic Coffee and we just go through the process. So I'm on Shutterstock at the moment, just looking at, different coffee shop logos. I've never actually designed a coffee shop logo. So if you like this and you want it for branding, then please DM me. Nothing's really exciting. It's all kind of boring. Didn't really like anything I was seeing till I kind of accidentally came across this. So this is by the artist Babbadash. I think it's Babbadash. I will obviously link them in the comments below, but I thought this was incredible. I just love the colors. It's fun. I kind of like the hand-drawn vibe. So I've got an Envato Elements subscription. Thank goodness for that because I am a font fiend and I probably spend a lot of my savings on fonts because I am absolutely obsessed. I buy way too much. I clearly have a problem, and if there is other font addicts like myself, please comment below so I am not the only one. I don't feel alone in this. I spend way too much money on fonts.
Stop it. Get some help.
On Envato Elements, as part of the annual subscription, fonts is a huge part of what I kind of store away and download. So in these, I had a board already of fonts that I had seen recently that I really liked. I really like this one. So VIVA, can't even say that, but I thought it was really cool. This Mullen font I thought was really awesome as well. And I kind of went through and found some other fonts and I landed on these four. Again, terrible with names. I'm glad I'm a graphic designer because I'd be terrible as an English teacher. But here we see, I've just got already typed out the versions. I think though, even though I kind of like how simple this is, and if I'm going to go for a really out there design, it would make sense to have a simple font. I think I'm just going to be really crazy and just go with a really crazy font with a crazy idea. So kind of really like this font. I think that's awesome. This is cool too, but I think it's just too out there. It's almost unreadable. And I don't mind this one too, because it's kind of meeting in the middle of a little bit crazy, but it's still readable. I like that it's bold. So we might play around with that one. So I think I'm going to ditch this one. I think we're going to play with these three because I think they might work well. Hi guys, this is VoiceOver Jay, and I thought I would ask the question, what is your favorite coffee? I know for me at the moment, it is a medium flat white on oat milk, 1 sugar, but I have been having these iced chais recently, they're just awesome. And I'm not sure if it's the weather, if I'm going through a phase, but yeah, they're just great. So anyway, the question, what's your favorite coffee? Comment below. So we're having an issue here with stacking. I really like this font because I think it's kind of fun and it would play into the whole vibe that I'm thinking of. But I'm just going to play. So in your type tool, If you go down to touch type tool, you can actually, in Illustrator, literally just change positioning of fonts, which in this instance can help with the double F issue. So you can literally, shift it around, play with the positioning. In this, I'm thinking I'm just going to play with it till it makes sense. See, that's going to fix the problem. Now that we have some font options, I think it's time to move on to the actual graphical part. So I'm a big believer when you're doing design that font is so important to the end result, but it's a marriage. You have the font and then you have the graphic. You need to be able to translate that into an icon, make it big, make it small, make it usable for social media. So now that we have our fonts and we've kind of decided that these three options could work really well, now it's time to move on to the graphic part. I'd also found these retro modern illustrations on Envato elements that were made by Danny Aldana, which I think are just incredible. Now, when I normally do branding, obviously I do it myself and I make it myself, but for the sake of this video and for time, I saw this, I thought this was perfect. I don't have to recreate it, so I think for the video I'm not going to recreate the wheel. I'm going to steal this little coffee cup because I think it is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
So I have downloaded him and I've already started to have a play. I think he's just perfect. He fits into the aesthetic and the vibe. So between these two elements, we're going to be able to make something really cool. I'm going to full credit obviously these artists, because if you love their work, then please download and support them, and they'll be in the comments below. I was just having to play around just for fun, just to see what it looked like.
Designers.
So what I ended up doing was taking this font here and basically just rounding it all to make it look more smooth and not so hard lined, because it didn't really make sense with the roundness of all the illustrations, especially with the cup. So using that, I think that makes a lot more sense. So playing around with some ideas and mood board concepts. I also thought it was kind of cute just to add this little star icon to the Cosmic Coffee, just to add something interesting to, it's already an interesting concept, but just to add a bit more interest to the overall look and feel of the design. Like, that's kind of cool. Like, that's cool. I would go there just to check it out because it looks interesting. So let's use some of these ideas. Let's keep creating some more artboards. I think I'm going to work on this now and kind of perfect it a little bit. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's just make this all a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think that looks great. The coffee cup still pops. So this is probably where I would land. I would be going back to the client by now and just saying, getting their feedback, seeing what they think about the general vibe of the concept, but obviously I'm the client here, so whatever I like is what I'm going to go with. And then what we could do is just take some of these and make social elements out of them. So why not? We have them. We might as well use them for stuff. So whilst you watch me make some social media, I'm going to share a fun story that I had this week. So on Tuesday I had a big day and I had a Zoom call and a couple of meetings with clients. So I went to the shop quickly to get another shirt because the shirt I had put on in the morning was riding up. So I throw the shirt on, hop in the car, get to the studio, hop on to the Zoom call, speak in a presentation, the camera's on for 45 minutes, and no one bothers to tell me that I'd left the Made in Australia out of 100% cotton sticker on my shirt the entire time. And I'd also gotten a coffee as well, and the barista said nothing about it. So that was my embarrassing story for the week. Comment below, what's yours? So yeah, we just made some quick social media graphics out of these elements already, incorporating the logo in it, and I think this would just be the funnest feed for a coffee shop ever. So now that we've kind of done what the social media could look like, we've kind of broken down what the font would look like and the logo, and then other elements, putting it together, I think it's time to do a mock-up of the actual coffee cup and see what that would look like. So here is the finished result. So as you can see, we have our logo, hero image, we have the different branding icons. So you've got the logo, the text logo, you've got the icons, you've got the colors, social media concepts, the coffee cup concepts, the coffee bag concept. So this is something that I would probably present to a client. They can have a really good look and idea of what I'm thinking of from our conversations, and I think this is a really great final result. I hope you really enjoyed today's video. If you like this content, then please subscribe, comment below, or like the video. I'd love to get to my first 100 subscribers, so hopefully with your guys' help it will be fantastic. Until then, I will see ya in the next one. See ya.